Do you have a heating, ventilation, or air conditioning problem and need it fixed as soon as possible? Has it been a long time since the last time you have the HVAC system in your home or at your office maintained? Finding the right HVAC contractors can sometimes be hard. You need to make sure that they have the knowledge, skill, and experience to provide you with complete repair and maintenance services. That's why we're here to help. With a highly trained, licensed, insured, and experienced team of technicians, we're proud to offer the best services in the field. From sale, installation, to repair and maintenance, we take each project with care and with a focus on open communication and getting the job done right the first time. Maintaining the ventilation, air, and heating systems in your home or office is the key to the longevity of your units and effective energy savings. So don't risk your money on an ineffective HVAC system. Call us today.
Good morning, this is TCR, TroyCommunityRadio.com. I'm Clint Myers on 1071 WTJN for David Denoyer on TCTV. It's time for the Lincoln Community Center Report, and with us this morning is Shane Carter. Good morning.
Good morning, Clint. Glad to be back, man. I know I've been gone for a couple of weeks, and I've missed it. I hope y'all have missed me at least, and I know Andrew did an awesome job, so just thankful to be back and be a part of it.
Well, it was either clone you so you can be at multiple places,
Yeah.
or we'll switch it up every now and then.
Well, I'll share with you, I'm thankful for my brother graduating, and it's been a long road. And I mean, obviously, we were raised by great parents, but I took a lot of time and energy and resources in his up and down and his obstacles. So to see him done with college, man, is a blessing. And to be able to have staff to come in here and be able to, do as good, if not better than me, is awesome too. So I thank you for allowing Andrew to come in.
Excellent. Hey, you've got, now tell us about this, the Princess Tea Party.
Yes, this is our second annual one, and I'll tell you, they are doing quite the ordeal in terms of a horse and carriage is coming from out at Cars Belgian Service, and they're decorating this whole center to be the castle, the princess's castle. So we've got about 60 young ladies that have RSVP'd. We've got a lot of parents that have came and helped. What I wanted to just say on the air is that the second one is today at 2 o'clock in the Lincoln Center. If you want to ride by and check it out, it'll probably be quite a scene. What they're offering is the Cars service. They will offer the horse and carriage will take the young ladies on a little horse and carriage ride around the block of kind of Elm Street down to McCagg and back to the center. Then they enter the palace, and they come in, and they've got a tea party going on, and they've got a picture thing and a red carpet rolled out. So it's really one of those days.
Now, how cute is that?
Oh, I think it's awesome. I think it's probably one of our programs we've never really done. And last year when Nicole started, she had some great ideas, and now she's pulled in people like UVMC and their Future Leaders program, Beth Strape with Big Brothers Big Sister, the Troy Miami County Library, Julie Gillespie and the Girl Scouts, and then Loretta Phillips and Karen Boone and other community members. And they sat out. I listened to them the other day at their meeting at noon. I mean, these women are handling business, and I'm just thankful to be a part of it in what small way I am, really just providing the building and our services. But it's going to be neat, Clint. I think it's something we'll be able to capture each year and put in our annual program, and you'll see these young ladies grow up and hopefully go on to be, future leaders of Troy and, athletes and scholars and stuff. But they're really excited. They've got their dresses and stuff, and I've got to dress up in a black suit and a black bow tie, and I guess I'm kind of announcing their names and making them feel all good. So I just wanted to thank all the people that made it possible, and then invite anybody that is in the area today at 2 o'clock, stop by the center and kind of check it out.
All right. Sounds like a good time.
I think
now, what are the age ranges?
The young kids, I know Nicole, when she sent out the invitation, she was shooting for young ladies, really ages 5 kind of to that 9 window. But then we got some of the older ladies that were like, well, we want to come, So I think it's kind of opened up a can of worms to where you'll probably have young ladies as young as 5, maybe as old as 10 or 11. But the parents and or the people kind of chauffeuring them, I think, are more into it than them. See, these women have got their dresses ready, and they're excited about, one couple of them are bringing 2 or 3 young ladies. So you'll have an age range from 5-year-old young ladies all the way to grown adults.
So you'll be the prince.
I guess I'm kind of like what Nicole told me, she was giving me a script. I'm going to say, here we have Princess Nicole Burton or something. So I guess I'm like the announcer,
Okay.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of summer activities, not just the Princess Ball.
Yes.
But tell us about your summer activities you have lined up.
And I'll tell you, Clint, my goal was today to kind of overview them, but I didn't want to be here for an hour or 45 minutes, and I don't think you have that much time for me. But I will give a quick scan on what we have going on this summer. starting when the kids get out of school, which is really that May the 26th. We'll start from noon to 5. All the kids can come in, and we have our lunch program from noon to 1. And then we've got, depending on the day, Tuesdays and Thursdays is swimming. Wednesdays in the month of June, we're going ice skating at Hobart Arena. Ken Souders allowed us to work around their construction. We're taking some walking field trips to the Hobart Conservatory. We're going to take a couple walking trips over to the cemetery to let the kids work on a Civil War project from the Circle of Soldiers, so they can kind of do some history on that. And then you've got everything from the dental clinic coming to work with the kids. We've got a flag football little league we're putting together. So the short of it is, parents, please, if your kids want to get involved, come down to the center at 110 Ash Street, get our summer program guide and a calendar, get your kids signed up, fill out the waivers, and or look at our website, www.lcctroy.com, see what your kids are interested for and get them signed up. The other thing that's really important is, if a kid is younger than 7, we have, generally speaking, we have asked them to have an adult or an older brother or sister come with them that can work with them. For parents, what it is liability-wise, a 5-year-old kid that's running around, 5 hours, and you've got older teenage kids and stuff. I don't know that we have the ratio supervision to tend to those younger kids, but I am able to make special exceptions if there's kids that we feel are responsible and can communicate with us if something's going on. So really, I want to encourage the parents, come down to the center, get the summer program guide. If you can't get to us, get online, check out our Facebook, see what you want to get your kids in. And even more important than our programs, I would encourage all parents, get your kids in the Miami County Library Summer Reading Program.
Yeah, great idea.
I think that's the key to keeping these kids away from the summer slide. And I know Kids Read Now and Kevin and Lieb and those guys out there, they really have done some neat things to try and not only, I'll say, collaborate with all the nonprofits, but really expose all the kids to their programs. So
it sounds like you've got things set up that are for mind and body.
Yes.
At the same time.
We're doing cooking classes next door.
Keeping it all active.
Yes.
Oh, at the new property next door.
So we're going to start some cooking class over there. It's just it's like an open floor kind of format, not open floor like new construction, but that the living room to the dining room to the kitchen. So Miss Tracy was saying she's going to do little things where the kids can learn how to prep in the front room. Then maybe in the second room, they'll be getting ready to put things in the oven or get ready for the kitchen. And in the kitchen, have a leader in there. So excited about the cooking classes. Obviously, the garden. We're very thankful for your support and donating the cash register. We really feel like we're legitimizing that portion of the business for the farmers market. And Andrew's done such a good job with the garden. Things are shooting up back there. I mean, we've got onions and peppers and lettuce already. So I would encourage all of our listeners, make sure you come to the farmers market and check out some of our produce.
Which farmers market kicks off June 11th.
Yes, so we're only a couple weeks away, really.
Yeah. Tell us about your summer lunch program.
Yeah, so the summer lunch program, which is funded through the Ohio Department of Education, is something that we started 2 years ago, and there's other sites throughout Troy, Richards Chapel, the Methodist Church, and other places that do partake in it. But what it allows for is the kids can come down and get a free lunch, a hot lunch that's served from the Troy City Schools kitchen. And our program goes from really 12 to 12:45. Anybody ages really 1 to 18 are eligible. If you are on an IEP or somehow can show us that you in the past have been what we say is that you've been diagnosed with some type of disability, then you also, as an adult, are allowed to eat the lunch program. That's just documentation we have to have. But all the kids, it's wide open and free to. And that program will start on June the 2nd, and lunch will be served upstairs at noon. One of the nice things is people that have been to the building, we do have air conditioning upstairs. So when we get to the month of June and July here, we will be able to keep that area cool.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yes, it's getting warm. It's starting.
Yeah, it is. Youth basketball banquet's coming up.
Yeah, that's actually tomorrow at the Troy Park. It starts at 2 o'clock, and we're at shelters 2 and 3. We've had so many sponsors. I know Andrew thanked them all last week, but we want to thank all of our sponsors. If you're listening, we want to encourage you guys to come out. Come out around 2 o'clock. We'll pass out the trophies. It's really neat when the kids can get their trophies and say, for example, Mercer Group's their team. They see a Ted or a Troy Mercer and say, okay, this is the owner of the business. This is who supported us. And obviously we'll send out thank yous and plaques, but one thing I started last year was inviting the sponsors out to the banquet, because I think if they see the amount of kids they're impacting for their contribution, I think it makes a lasting impact on the businesses.
Absolutely. And makes a difference in the kids.
It does.
Tell us about what you have planned for the Troy Strawberry Festival. You've got a booth again this year.
Yeah, we do. So we're collaborating with Kona Ice, or I should say they're collaborating with us. We're thankful for their services, and that they are going to offer their ice, I call them like ice snow cones or whatever you will. And we don't really have much volunteering as much as our advertisement, helping them with the setup and attending the meetings and things like that. So it's not as big of a burden or a hassle. And I want to thank not only the Chamber, but the Troy Strawberry Festival Committee, the way that they formulated that. And we've got some liability paperwork to fill out and things like that we've submitted. But ultimately, it's a day where we can come down and talk about the center, enjoy the festival, and hopefully the proceeds not only benefit Kona Ice, but some of them, come back to the Lincoln Community Center. So
Now, will you be set up downtown or over on the levee?
to be honest with you, I haven't looked at the map yet, but I know we have our booth number. So next week, Clint, I'll make sure I pass that along to you. But I know Andrew and Ashley with Kona Ice, they've been attending the meetings and kind of handling information.
Okay.
I know last year we were over on the levee, and I'm not positive yet about this year.
All right. Everybody knows Kroger and your Kroger Rewards card,
Yes.
but tell us how the Kroger Community Rewards help you.
Yeah, so it was starting out at the beginning of this year. We got an email from their community outreach director, and what it is nonprofits can link their community rewards program to shoppers' points and cards. So, for example, if you and Dave go into Kroger's to shop, and I know obviously a lot of us, including myself, use those points for gas because it really helps save on gas. If you, say, have excess points or not going to use them at the end of the month, or maybe you're somebody that gets gas at BP or Speedway and doesn't really utilize the points, there's a small paper that we have, and it's on Bravo Troy. It's on our website, and we have the pamphlet down at the office at the Lincoln Center. You can link it up. You just go online and link up your card so that the points are transferred at the end of the month to Lincoln Center. Why we want to do this and how we're using the points is our after-school program. We feed the kids every day. Well, naturally, we go to Kroger's because it's close. They have everything. We like to think that they're cheaper. I don't know. That's probably to be argued. But at the end of the day, we go there and do all of our food shopping for the kids. So we're going to utilize those points for our after-school program and for the summer for popsicles and stuff to be able to get discounts and coupons and use those points as kind of cash in the store to be able to purchase stuff for the kids.
Well, that's nice. So in the end, it benefits the Lincoln Community Center so you can help provide more for the kids.
Yes, and I really thought that this was my thought. You have a lot of people that go shop, and maybe at the end of the month, I know they always say, well, you have 400 points you got to use by the 31st. Well, if you set it up like that to be able to transfer to Lincoln Center, if you have excess points, it comes to us. It's no loss on your end in terms of if it's the end of the month and you can't use them. And then for us, if we have 300 or 400 points, so we can go in and get $5 off food or popsicles or lunch meat, it really goes a long way. So
it makes a difference.
It does. So definitely come down to the center, grab that pamphlet, look on Bravo Troy. We're thankful, Bill. I know he kind of scanned it in and made an electronic copy, so you can just scan it with your phone. And if you have any questions, contact us at 937-335-2715.
Great. Now, you just had kind of a day of service.
Yes.
At the center, getting a lot of things done.
Abbott Labs, I'll tell you, I'm sure they're probably that efficient in their factory out here in Tip. But these people came in, Clint. They had chainsaws, and they did awesome. We filled up a whole dumpster, like a big 30-yard dumpster full of like shrubs and bushes from like in between the center's property and the property we purchased. They planted, they planted flowers, spreaded mulch.
It's looking great over at the center.
We're working at it, Clint. I tell you, and I have to tip my hat to Abbott Labs because they came for a full 8-hour day's worth of work, went to La Fiesta, and I think had some margaritas and food, and came back and worked harder. And these women were serious. I had this one lady, Angela. I was kind of helping her spread dirt. And she said, "You go on inside and do something. I got this." And I said, "Oh yes, ma'am, no problem." So we got a lot done. And segueing into that, I want to not only thank Abbott Labs and Angela and Jackie and all the people out there that made that possible. Moving forward, we have Honda of America coming in June, and we're going to do some similar things in terms of, at that time, we'll be in the middle of the farmer's market in the garden, so we're hoping they can help us, get the vegetables and produce together, weed the garden, and then we're going to try to attack, finally, prepping and painting the pool room, the whole big room with the epoxy paint. So I'm going to have Honda of America help me scrape and get it all sanded and prepped down, and then I'm thinking if we can find the funding, probably hire a professional to do the painting. It's kind of a big job. If it was me coming in and painting it and being the director of the center and trying to get my staff to help paint, I could see that being a mess, especially with the kids coming in for the summer.
Right.
And also, too, when you're down there dealing with all that moisture and things like that, I think getting some warranty and a professional's opinion.
That would probably be a good idea. That way you get the warranty that comes along with it.
What I don't want to happen, Clint, is we go down there a month later and the board says, "Shane, you paying this? What in the heck happened?" So that's my thought with
right.
that.
Especially with the epoxy paint and the application that it is there around the
You've
pool.
used it before, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it can be messy. That two-part, you mix it up, and then you're sitting there and you wait too long and it gets hard.
Yeah.
So that's that. And then Leadership Troy, too, is coming in June, their class, and they're going to help us for about 4 hours. And we've got a lot of kind of spring cleaning and organizing they're going to help us with. So my goal of that was just to thank Honda and thank Leadership Troy for coming and supporting the community center.
Excellent.
Yes, sir.
Anything to wrap up this morning?
No. I think the last thing I was going to touch on is this week is Bicycle Safety Week. So we're thankful. Yesterday we had Senator Beagle and the fire department and the police department come out, fit the kids for helmets, and also I take part in riding my bike to work. 'Cause I know that on Thursday it was a bike to work day here in the Miami Valley. So just trying to make everybody aware of bicycle safety. We taught our kids on Monday the signals and signs they should be looking for. all of them that want to should have a helmet that's fitted right and that fits
Yes.
good. And we have talked to them everything about, what the rules are on the square as far as riding bikes, how you're supposed to attack riding the street. So that's one thing I think that this week was productive in.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Shane. This has been the Lincoln Community Center Report. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN for David Denoyer on TCTV.